Hello, hello, yo, everybody. Got a virus. How's all you guys people doing? Welcome to your favorite show that you love the most, that you getting into, that you like, whoa, these dudes is kind of cool. Especially I'm your guy, the hostess with the mostest, that dude that is way too cool. The guy that put the McFly in McFly. You know what I'm saying? The MC, but without the Donalds. The MC without the search. The MC. I could use a little hammer, but you know what I'm saying? It is me, this that guy. They go, Beefy McFly. And I'm here just, what I'm saying, giving y'all a little dosey do, a little something that you need to hear today. It's gonna give you some cold game. We're gonna talk about that damn movie that's been circulating in the internet that's on net or flickers. It's called They Cloned Tyrone. Erica Badu was telling y'all to call Tyrone. She didn't have nothing to do with saying clone Tyrone. Clone him. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be some shit. Most likely, I'm gonna have some things going on and it's gonna be a lot of changes coming up in the near future. You know what I'm saying? Because some stuff got to change. Some things need to upgrade. Some things just need to change a little studa Buddha. You know what I mean? Got to flip it up, turn it up a notch, as Mac Dre once said. And I'm not seeing you, baby, Bay Area. Where are you? You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of spice it up a little bit. Power off. Spicing that shit off. We got all kind of things going the way where it's not supposed to be going out here. These people out here tripping in these streets. It's a lot of stuff going on. Just like to welcome all you guys one more time. This is the Booster Take Show. If we get the things to go the way we need these things to go, and you will be all right, and I'll be all right, and I'll just say, hey, ho, ho. It's Mr. McFly. Nah, I ain't got to go. You know what I'm saying, though? So you're like, what the hell is that guy talking about? But guess what's coming up, ladies and gentlemen? We just had it. Game one of the preseason. I know not too many people probably paid attention to the Jets and the Browns. I didn't. I'm all about that football, about getting that pigskin, the Duke, as they call it, the Duke. I'm out there and be slinging that shit across the field. That's what it's about, baby. It's coming up in, I say, about another 4 weeks, September 7th. Who you guys got out there? Every year I'm pulling for the Niners because that's my team. Those are my guys. Been watching them since the late 70s. When I was out the womb, I had a Niner jersey on. You dig it? Huh? You know what I'm saying, though? So, they're going to be coming up September 10th. 49ers, and they play the Steelers. It's going to be an interesting game. You're going to have the Bay Area running backs out there, McCaffrey, and the dude that's, what's his name for Pittsburgh that he's running? He's from Frisco. What's the running back in oh man, he played for Alabama, Najee Harris. That's right, Najee Harris. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be Bay Area running backs out there. Bay Area. You know what I mean? Doing their thing. Those San Francisco 49ers gonna be going techie, high techie. If you understand me, it's gonna be a bang bang, a Niner gang. I'm looking for the Niners. Their defense alone is gonna win them about 6 to 7 games. So with that being said, they need 4 wins from the QB. If they get 6 wins with 6 wins from the defense, that's a 12-win season. That's possibly home field advantage. Anywhere between 12 to 15 wins is going to get you a home field advantage. Believe you me. If you don't believe me, then hey, you don't think I know what I'm talking about, and I knows this shit. You feel me? Like here, there's gonna be what's your guy? You guys gonna have to pay attention and look out for what's his name out there? Not Drew Brees. Dude that played for the Raiders, Derek Carr, that went to New Orleans. Watch out for him and Chris Olave. Turn out to be a nice power team tandem. Looking at that like that's going to be the team that shocks people this season. And another shocking team's probably most likely is going to be them Detroit Lions. Now, the Detroit Lions last year, they went the last 10 games, they went 8-2. So they was hot with Jared Goff, the quarterback who no one likes. They don't like Jared Goff for some reason. He's a number one pick. And he does not get the respect of a number one pick. They act like he's like Baker Mayfield or something. You know, he ain't Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel. Them guys were head cases and shit. They have problems. So we're going to go from Detroit, then we go to the division that's very, very hectic. You got the always overly publicized Dallas Cowboys, always overly, overly, overly hyped up Dallas mediocre Cowboys. They get picked to go. They get picked to go to the Super Bowl every year. And what they do? They barely make it to the playoffs if they do. Then when they make it to the playoffs, they lose. Lose instantly. Instantly. Not, oh, it was a close game. No. They lose. You know what I'm saying? They take the L in a very disturbing way, as the one Stephen A. Smith says, the Dallas Cowboys are an accident waiting to happen. And I do agree with that, sincerely and, as they say, wholeheartedly. Now, we go, and like I said, to these NFC East, and that happens to be the Cowboys, the Eagles, the New York Giants, and the Washington. Used to be Redskins, now Commanders. Under new ownership with Magic Johnson, I think it's Magic is part of the ownership team. So, most of y'all are going to be picking the Eagles or the Cowboys. So it's the Eagles-Cowboy division, possibly New York Giants coming out of nowhere, which nobody believes. Unless Daniel Jones turns into the second coming of Phil Simms. Yeah, you got to be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Even if he gets Jeff Hostetler skills. Let's see if that was possible. And we're going to jump to the other side. But I say, most people, it's the Eagles division to win. Ours is the Eagles division to lose. That's what I say. Now, hit you with a little bit of the as they say, the era. And the era is what's your guy's name? What is your guy's name? The AFC. So we're gonna go to the AFC. And with the AFC, Let's start off with the AFC West, the champions, Kansas City. Kansas City got that division on lock. I think they done won 25 consecutive games against the division. That means 6 years, bro. 6 of them. When Alex Smith was there, they was out there stomping on the AFC West. They was out there 25 games in a row. You play 6 games against your division every year. So make that 4.5. So it's been all of Patrick Mahomes. Oh, bad, my bad. But still, just to be getting whooped 24 times in your own division, y'all can't even see that boy. Then we go to, like I said, Kansas City. I'm going to pick them for the West to hold that down. And who else we got? What else we got going on out there? Who else we got? We also going to have in the AFC North, which is Baltimore, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland. Ixnay, Cleveland. Whew. Pittsburgh, that's going to be a hard win-loss, whatever. You know, Tomlin's been there for like 18 seasons, never had a losing record. So, you know, Mike Tomlin, he out there coaching. We going to play hard. We get my guys out there. We playing this game. Do what they have to do. Follow line. Haul it in. Manage what you're supposed to manage. Stay in the control. And you got Baltimore. Lamar Jackson couldn't get paid until it was damn near the last minute Jackson. Oh, my knee is hurting. I'm a quarterback, but I run a lot, but my receivers ain't that great. So now they added Odell Beckham, team 4 or 5. Think he's like in his 12th year somewhere. I'll look it up later. Fact checkers ain't here right now. Yeah. Then they got the rookie they depending on a lot. It's hard when you're depending on a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't Justin Jefferson. Everybody don't come in there like Jamar Chase. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. It's a lot of them Debos who picked up later. It's a lot of them Devontae Smiths that take 2 to 3 years. It's a lot of them what's that guy name? It's a lot of Chris Cooley's. Let's hope he's not a Chris Cooley. They don't want him to be a Chris Cooley. Then we go to Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow. The only team that seems to know how to beat Kansas City. So we got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, and T. Higgins in that other Bay Area cat. At running back, Joe Mixon. You saying the Bay Area is pulling out them running backs. We got Christian dishing and catching and dushing and swinging and pounding. You know what I'm saying? Scoring touchdown and throwing a touchdown and all the shit in one game. McCaffrey. You got your boy with the hair about as long as mine's out there in Pittsburgh. Used to play in Alabama. He out there. And then you got Joe Mixon. Out that Bay Area, that's San Francisco. Little people, they don't really mention it too much, but that boy's out that near that one area. I ain't gonna say where it's from. I'm just saying that guy's from over there. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go with out that division, therefore to win it. To win a division, it's gonna be out of Cincinnati, and Baltimore. And I'm going to go with the better offense, Cincinnati. Because I believe their offense is better than Jacksonville. They'll be able to put up more points. So we got the AFC West and the North. Let's go to the weakest division in the NFL, the AFC South. Tennessee, Houston, Indy, and Jacksonville. We're going to make this short and sweet. I'm going with the guy that I nicknamed King Slender. I call that man King Slender. His name is what? Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence in them Jacksonville Jaguars, year 3. I see them upsetting a lot of teams, and surprisingly, divisional. Championship game, AFC. They got their conference. I'm giving that to Jacksonville. Then we go to the AFC East. Jets, Dolphins, New England, Buffalo. Aaron Rodgers is out there in New York Jets land. He's rocking the green and the white. Jets fans is pumped. They out there doing much. Yeah, they out there. This is Jets fans. This is what you know. They out there. They just doing it. Yeah, that's what the Jets fans are doing everywhere. That's how they acting. They don't know how to act right now. You got Miami Dolphins. Can Tua stay healthy? What can Tua do not to go down again? Not be put on his gangster? You know what I mean? Can he not bump the back of his head and go into a shock and be out a few weeks? Because I don't know. I think they backup is Skylar Thompson. I don't know much about Skylar Thompson. You know what I'm saying? But we'll might have to see. You got Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, and an underrated quick-ass Raheem Mostert of the used to be with the 49ers. They got some speed back there. And I wonder, have Dalvin Cook picked the team yet? So, and then we go Buffalo, Josh Allen. It's a bad boy. But Stephon Diggs, I don't know. And then did they pick up a better running backs? They need to really step their running game up. That's what's holding Buffalo back, is a successful, dominant running back. But the NFL seems to just want to disrespect running backs and don't want to pay them and want to use a platooning system and all that. But all that doesn't work for every team. Every team doesn't have, like, you know what I'm saying, just masses of abundance of just talent. So we're going to leave it at that, and we go to New England. New England, woo, Bill Belly, boy, you got a lot to do out there, Belly. Because they're not respecting you no more, Belly. They saying it was all Brady. It was all that boy from the Bay Area. It was San Mateo Tom Brady. That's yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all messing with San Mateo Tom. You know, but yeah, that's what it is. So we go from that, and who gonna win that division? 3-horse division. Is it gonna be that OG Aaron Rodgers? Is it gonna be out of the other 2 young bucks? Questionable quarterbacks, not questionable, but 2 is questionable. But Josh Allen he's solidified. He's that guy. So, so who I will pick? Hmm. I honestly, I'm gonna run with ooh, out of Buffalo, Miami, the Jets, Jets. I'm gonna say Miami, surprisingly, with the turmoil in Buffalo. Even though Stephon Diggs is saying he's doing it all on purpose, he likes the chaos. He says he likes the chaos. I don't know. We'll see. And that's what I've got going. Them my divisions. You feels. But then it's the Cowboys to fill out in the NFC. Nobody out the South besides the Saints. Detroit, Minnesota in the North. Got one more, right? Maybe Seattle sneaks in this year. Maybe. Oh, they say the Rams. Nah, don't believe that hype on them Rams. You know what I'm saying? Stafford's kind of old. Besides Cooper Kupp, you're going to throw the Cooper Kupp 165 targets this season. The Kupp coming back from an injury too. So he, Okay, then all right, that's what I got. So let's go back to the AFC. You know what I'm saying? I said, Cincinnati. I said, Cincinnati. I said, damn it. I said that Miami Dolphins in the upset winning the East. I say also that what's the other team? I just briefly, it just went past my brain for a second. Jacksonville Jaguars. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars winning that AFC. Is it the is what is it, the South? No, it's the South. Got that, and then that leaves us with Cincinnati in the North. So that's your four. So I say Baltimore is a playoff team. If Miami wins it, the other two playoff teams, oh wait, see, that's going to be the crazy part in that AFC is figuring out slots number five and six for them playoffs. That's going to be seriously hard to figuring them two out. So, but I'm just going to give a step beef wild guess because, you know what I'm saying, I kind of fuck with this a little bit. So, ah, so as I said, like we got Miami, Jacksonville, we got Cincinnati, and we got Kansas City. You add in Baltimore. Whoo. We go Baltimore. See, do you go Buffalo and then leave the Jets out and put in Los Angeles Chargers? Or do you don't do the Chargers and you just go with the Jets to plug in? Because there's always new teams and some team doesn't make it to the playoffs that was there the season before. You always got to have to change. That's why I have Tennessee not making it this year. So those are Beefy McFly's picks for the upcoming NFL season. That's who I got. 49ers going all the way. That's the fan in me. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, I gave y'all another sneak peek, and I also said Jacksonville Jaguars in the AFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? Against whoever. Most likely Kansas City, San Francisco, probably rematching the Eagles, unless Detroit pulls a shebangle, and then it's Detroit up there, and the Niners is at home. Detroit coming to you know what I'm saying, San Francisco, but Detroit hasn't won a playoff game in Bleons. But Chef Hash Browns, are you there? I guess he's not there. I mean, he's on the screen. He's bringing to the arena. He's made it through the rain. He has made it through the travel to fields. That is the guy. That is him, Chef Hash Browns. He is also known as the Israelite. The Israelite is my friend. That is he. He is him. Hash Browns. I don't know if while you was in a galley chilling, overlooking the window through the sous chef window and shit, checking out the patrons. Have you heard my picks for the upcoming NFL season?
Yes, but there's only one in my book. That's the only one that
Oh,
matters.
what is happening? What
And
is
you know
going
that's the
on?
Eagles. It's the Eagles.
See, he says the
All I
Eagles.
care about is
Now,
the Eagles.
that's all he cares about. That's all he
That's
cares
all I care
about.
about, man. We get back to
That's
that
all he cares
mountaintop.
about is the Eagles. But do you have any thoughts of anything else on the other teams, the other divisions? You know what I'm saying? What is your thoughts on them?
My thoughts on them is watch out for the Eagles.
So you have no kind of commentary, no kind of
Yeah, I do.
commentary for
I
for
do.
anything.
I have a lot of I've had a lot of time to think about this, and yeah, watch out for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
That's all
We
you.
gonna go back to the mountaintop. We gonna go back to the mountaintop. Don't make me spell the name out. Don't make me spell the name out.
Uh,
But I like the other pick. I mean, to be honest with you, to be fair, um, there are other good teams that are out there that the Eagles are going to play against that they need to watch out for. As far as the NFC East, I don't really see a problem with the NFC East. Um, but the AFC, I think, is where a lot of things are starting to pick up a little bit, especially with the Aaron Rodgers move going to the Jets.
all
I
right.
think that there's something out there that the AFC is trying to do, and you also mentioned Jacksonville.
The
I
quarterback
see
Kingsland.
Jacksonville. They were there last year. They needed a few pieces. Hopefully, they got them this season.
They've
But
added
I'm
they've
looking
added
forward
a
to what
few.
the AFC has to offer. No, I'm just saying I'm looking forward more to what the AFC has to offer than the NFC.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hit you with these things. So the NFC North, which is Chicago, Green Bay, Minnesota, and Detroit. Which one wins that division? Mhm.
Well, Green Bay, of course, is going to be out of it because they don't have um, Aaron Rodgers anymore.
Right.
Um, Chicago, Chicago's always been an up and down team. Always
Chicago
been an up
got
and
the
down team.
Chicago
They
got the
they
best
they
running
do,
back playing quarterback.
yeah, but as far as playoff runs, that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, who's gonna make it in there?
All
So
right, so Chicago's going to be good probably through the regular season, but the NFC is stacked. Maybe they can sneak through. I don't know. Maybe they'll get um, a help out this year because of Green Bay. Detroit, yes. But Detroit is always, yeah, we're looking forward to Detroit, but no one really looks forward to Detroit. Um, Detroit, it's just a team that plays on Thanksgiving. Just to
oh
be honest with you, if they
oh
do anything, great, wow. But to be honest with you, nobody is looking forward to anything Detroit has to offer. Um, Minnesota, that was the other team that you had mentioned. I haven't really paid attention to Minnesota. So by that, that could be a sleeper.
so you
You
picking
know,
Minnesota?
I pretty much have my ideas about the other teams, but I really don't have an idea on Minnesota. So you might have me on that one. I
Who
might
you
have to pay attention to Minnesota.
you're picking Minnesota to win that division. Out of them
Minnesota
four
could be a
teams,
sleeper. Yeah.
so there I picked Detroit. The reason I picked Detroit, the last 10 games of the season, Detroit went 8-10. They beat five playoff teams in that 8-10 run. They missed the playoff by 3 points.
Did Minnesota go to the playoffs last year?
Yeah, but they lost their running
Okay,
back.
wait,
They got
wait,
rid of
wait. Did
Dalvin
Detroit
Cook.
go to the playoffs last? Did
No,
Detroit go
Detroit
to the
didn't.
playoffs last
I'm
year?
picking Detroit to up to get there this season.
Okay. Did Chicago go to the playoffs last year?
Hell no. Chicago picked
Okay.
number one
Did
in the
Green Bay go
NFL.
to the playoffs?
Chicago had the number one pick in the NFL. So how did they had the number one pick
I'm just
in the
asking a
draft? So you
question.
know they didn't make
Did
it to the playoffs. They was number one.
did
Mm,
Green Bay go to the playoffs?
no, Aaron Rodgers
Who went
didn't
to the
make it.
playoffs?
Minnesota
I'm
did.
asking you the question. Who went to the
I just told you. So okay, you got Minnesota. Whatever. That's last season, but this season. So okay, we off to the next division. The next division we going NFC South, and we got Atlanta, Carolina, at Atlanta, Carolina, New Orleans, and Tampa Bay. Who you got? You still thinking? Thinking hard?
this might be the saddest group of this might be the saddest group of people
No
we gotta pick
thoughts?
from. Um I don't see Tampa Bay doing it. They don't have Brady. Um Panthers,
Rookie quarterback, number 3 pick in
I
the
don't see
draft.
that really going anywhere. Um
So so okay. We're having technical
let's
difficulties
just
going on over on the other side of Hash Brown side. And unfortunately, things like these kind of happen when you're dealing with modern day technology. You know what I'm saying? He's getting down to the nitty gritty. He's getting to his picks and stuff. He was just saying that he doesn't know about Carolina, and I was saying Carolina has a rookie. I think he was the number 2 or 3 pick in the draft. He's back. Go ahead, Hash Browns.
okay, this is might be something that people ain't gonna wanna probably listen to, but That's probably the sorriest division. I don't see anybody in that division making anything past maybe 6 games.
Who?
Just being honest with
Even
you.
with New Orleans with
I think everybody
David
in that
Carr?
division,
No.
yeah, I don't see anything coming out of that division. I'm just being honest with you because they're in the NFC. They're gonna
So you
play. They're
got
gonna play 8 games within. They're gonna play 8 games within themselves.
six.
Okay.
Six.
So out of those, well, yeah, excuse me, 6. Out of those 6 games, who do you see winning just
I
with
said
them playing amongst their own division?
New Orleans coming out of there. I
I
said New
think
Orleans.
Atlanta. I
You
think Atlanta.
Atlanta's on a rookie quarterback too.
Yeah, but they're in the
So
dome. They're in the dome.
okay. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back is in Atlanta. Third year
Very.
best receiver is their third year tight end. No
Yeah.
defense whatsoever
I'm
in
just going
Atlanta.
off simple stuff. Like little tiny little things like that actually helps out. And
But
Atlanta's a nice place to be.
New Orleans defense is
So
ridiculous. All right, he goes with Atlanta. That's Hash Brown's pick. So we go to we know you got the Eagles in the East. So we
I
go
say
to
Minnesota,
my
and then I
favorite
got
division.
Atlanta.
The you got the division that has Arizona Cardinals. You got the division that has Seattle Seahawks, and you got the division that got the LA Rams, and then you got the division that has the San Francisco 49ers. So you know who I'm picking to win that division.
I mean, common sense to tell you that one. Come on, man.
Well, who you got, man?
You already know the 49ers is going to win that division. I'm going with the 49ers all the way in that division. In the NFC West, 49ers all the way.
Do it,
I
man.
don't see the
I said
49ers losing really.
look what
Just
I
being
said.
honest with you.
I said the Niners defense will win them 6 games, and then a combination of quarterbacks will win them another 4 to 6 games. With a combination of quarterbacks, we don't know who's gonna fucking play. They saying it's Brock Purdy, but I've been hearing reports from people that's been going to the training camps, who's been attending the training camps, fans that's been attending the training camps. Now, what can we say about fans? We don't really know just some of them are saying that Trey Lance is, don't listen to what the media is saying. Trey Lance is looking real nice out there. Said the media is just playing it up to Brock Purdy because it wasn't supposed to be. So I don't know. I don't know. But I know Harbaugh is not seeming to be too much up on Trey Lance. Trey Lance. Ice. No Trey. Lance. So this man has to roll his shoulders up on that one. This is getting so
All right. Let me sign off real quick because I'm getting a lot of technical
delay.
difficulties on my end. Let me see if
You
I
got a
can
lot
clean
of
some
delay.
stuff up and get right back to you. Can't. I'm having a lot of technical difficulties on my end. Let me see
I'm
if I can
feeling
come back and clean some of this stuff up.
you gotta have the production
Okay.
team over there. All right, production assistants get to work, man. Help out the hash browns, man. He's having little difficult time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he must be in, he must wherever area he's in there, chef, and it's bad low Wi-Fi, low Wi-Fi is going on. You know, but ugh, I do need him to come back because I'm gonna have one last topic before we end this show because the show was supposed to be called something else. But right now, this is all about the F. And it's been a good one so far, man. But the way I see things, NFC got Niners Eagles rematch, possibly. With me saying the Niners come out, Jacksonville, Kansas City, the young gunslinger. Do he outduels Mahomes for our first ever Jacksonville Jaguars is in the Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? The people from Duval is it gonna be something like that, or is it still gonna be Kansas City, the show me state? What it's gonna be? How it's gonna be like? You know what I'm saying? But you know, we have our division game set. So, I mean, our championships. So just take a wild swing at it with me swinging wildly. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take a wild, like a good hack at it. Take that 50-yard field goal. I might even take a 60-yard field goal attempt with this one. Super Bowl rematch. San Francisco 49ers versus Kansas City. Super Bowl XL rematch.
Man,
We gave
hopefully
that
y'all don't
away.
blow a tire. Hopefully y'all don't blow a tire like y'all did last time, man. Y'all,
Hey,
come on, man. Like
hey,
I understand where you coming from, but like
hey.
for real, the wheels fell completely off the team, bro.
What
Y'all picked
happened
up a
in the
dude
past
from
is was that
Kroger
was a whole different
to go out there and
squadron.
throw a
Hey,
football,
hey,
and
it don't
y'all
matter.
was the.
And they
Oh,
took
come
that
on, man.
L.
Come
It's
on,
good.
man.
You guys just came up with the L.
Come on,
You guys
man.
just took the recent L. You guys just took that
Come
recent
on,
L.
man.
So come
Come
on,
on,
man.
man.
My come
Let's
on,
not forget
man.
what happened last year.
Come
Let's not
on,
forget what
man.
happened
We're
last
not
year.
talking. Hey, you guys lost.
Yeah, y'all blew a tire.
You guys didn't win the Super
I
Bowl.
mean, you
You
ran
guys
through
didn't
all your
win.
quarterbacks and had nothing left, man.
You guys didn't win.
You was out of
You guys
gas.
didn't win.
Y'all
You
had a
guys didn't
running back
win.
throwing the ball. Let's not
Hey,
forget that.
hey, we didn't
So
have no
before you start
quarterback.
making these predictions talking about y'all
So
getting
before
into the Super Bowl, y'all need
it
to
don't
address
matter.
that
We
issue.
had no quarterback, and y'all still barely beat a team with no quarterback. So it's nothing. We not worried about y'all.
I mean, the
Y'all.
quarterback that you had out there, you didn't even really want him out there no more. And then
Hey,
he stood on the sideline.
look here.
That's how Brock
He
Purdy
was
got his
he was.
accolades. Then what
It
happened to
doesn't
Brock
matter.
Purdy?
He didn't
Brock
have the
Purdy,
Brock
what
Purdy intellect.
he got his chicken wing broken.
It don't
Got his
matter,
chicken wing
bro.
broken.
Hey,
So then y'all
it
start
don't
putting out
matter.
other people
Hey, we come.
to the
Hey, it's
point
a
where it
new
was like,
season. It's a new
man, y'all had
season, bro.
McCaffrey out there talking about,
Hey,
yeah, I'm gonna throw this ball.
it don't matter, dude. It don't matter. What's done is done. We passed that. Yesterday's price is not today's price. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay,
Hey, and
okay.
what cost it $5 yesterday now cost $6. So you know what I'm saying? Gas the other day
Yeah,
over
I
here
want you to
was
keep that in your mind, man, because y'all
gas
might
was
need
4.39. Gas was
y'all
4.39 the
might be
other night.
picking another quarterback out of the grocery store.
Hey man, You over there talking shit like your team was all confident about your quarterback. Y'all wasn't even sure about y'all quarterback until last year. So stop. So you gotta y'all still gotta make sure he is what he is. You better be happy and pray that y'all had got AJ Brown. Maybe you know what I'm saying? See what y'all do this year. This is a new year, baby. That last year don't count no more. That's done. That's old. That shit don't matter. It's done. Kansas City won. So all that talking you did means nothing. Y'all didn't complete. You still came up with an L. This only one
Yeah, but
winner.
how long ago was
It don't
that
matter.
Kansas
You
City
lost. And y'all
49ers
still
Super
hey,
Bowl
hey,
that you
hey,
talking
hey,
about is
hold
gonna
on.
happen
Real
again?
talk. Real talk.
That
Real
that
talk.
happened a lot longer than what we talking about.
I check this out. Check this out. Y'all still
Happened a
lost.
lot longer.
Y'all still
We talking
lost, and
about.
your guys is sitting there still whining about a game in February. So it's still
Well, we
eating
got
at
something in
y'all might
common
not
because we
even be the
lost to the
same
Kansas
team,
City
buddy.
Chiefs
Oh
too.
no! Like I tell you, I does this shit. I makes money off this stuff, so I looks at things differently. I'm out there. I'm in them NFL streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there chopping game with these things. I'm finding out. I got my antennas, spider senses, and everything is on out there. What I'm saying is this, my friend. You That was last year. We on to new year. We on to the new. Fuck the old. We ain't dwelling on the past. We move on. It's new. Everybody's
Yeah,
0-0.
y'all been
Fuck.
moving forward since 1994, bro.
It don't matter. You like I keep
Y'all been
saying. You
moving
keep talking
forward
about the
since
past. It's
1994, man.
okay. Hey, we ain't. Hey, this guy right here.
You
Unnecessary.
know what I'm saying? Y'all,
Okay.
y'all got a new
So,
place and everything, man.
so
And I think what the Super Bowl is supposed to be in Santa Clara, um, this year. If it's
no,
not this year, what is it? 2 years from now, or is it this year? I
not
think the
this.
Super Bowl is supposed to be in Santa Clara this year.
Not this year. I don't think it's this year. But it is what it is. Hopefully we win it and be there. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Hopefully they bring me lots and lots of Gouda. That's how I personally feel. You know what I mean? But we're gonna switch gears. You know, switch these gears real quick. Hash Brown seems to be lost again. Don't know what's going on. Even even my thing doesn't even wanna doesn't even wanna hear. But we're switching gears.
I mean, I guess you know what?
Gears are being switched. We are switching gears off to another track of this roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? We are about to hit these people up with the cloned Tyrone movie review react, whatever you want to call it, black. To me, I'm about to make Chef Hash Browns laugh. Hysterical when I say what the name of this movie is to me. To me. To me. This movie is Pootie Tang Part 2.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Mother
Hey,
wait, let me finish. Let me finish. This is Pootie Tang Part 2.
I'm
Because
still here. If you can hear me, I'm still here.
because the reason why I say this is Pootie Tang Part 2, because Pootie Tang, regardless, that was a garbage movie in my eyes. That was a garbage movie, Pootie Tang was. But it had a hidden message in it that they was purposely wanting black people to be eating chicken and drinking beers and shit so they could give them little dicks and other kind of, and they won't be able to have babies. Now, as I'm saying that, I'm flipping it back to They Done Cloned Tyrone. That movie is about them hypnotizing, mentally fucking the black people up off the food and the perm. and the shit that they wearing, cloning them, sending them out throughout the United States, the same person, giving them a different name. And when that motherfucker get killed, they come and pick the body up. You can get back in here, Hash Browns. They come and pick the body up and replace you. That movie right there was something different. I wasn't expecting that. You know, I mean, it had one-liners. Jamie Foxx played the pimp. The guy who was Tyrone, if I do think, I mean, not Tyrone, but he was end up being Tyrone too. But I think his name was Fouché or
Yeah, because
something.
nobody in the film was named Tyrone.
And and that had you asking, why is the show called They Cloned Tyrone? But it all comes to it. It culminates, you know what I'm saying, later into the movie, you know what I'm saying? But the guy that
Did you
plays
notice how they chose the name?
huh?
They gave the black man the name Fontaine.
Fontaine.
Yeah, they didn't give
Font-
him James, Michael, Daniel, Jacob.
Font- Fontaine
You
was
know, they didn't give him those names. They gave him the name Fontaine,
and Fontaine was a
which had me
cold.
thinking about like when they give other people names, black characters and names like Boogaloo Shrimp, Shabadoo.
That was they real. Hey, nah, they did. Those was they
You know what I
names
mean?
though.
Criminal number one, criminal
Those was
number two. Like we we don't even have normal names, bro. We got names like Fontaine, bro.
and Fontaine was a cold hearted gangster, dope man. Didn't care about
You
nothing
think
but his
so?
money. He was
You
he
think
that
so?
was he was cold. He was cold. He didn't smile. He didn't laugh. He was very sullen. You know what I'm saying?
But he
When the
cared
little
about his mama enough to keep making her peanut butter sandwiches.
that don't mean you ain't a gangster.
You
That don't mean
know what I'm saying? He the hardest dude on the planet,
but
but
that don't mean you
he's still like, hey mama.
but that doesn't mean you're not a gangster. That don't I mean you care about your mama. All gangsters care about their mama, even Al Capone. Even
That didn't
Psycho killer Norman Bates.
remind that
Psycho
didn't remind
killer.
you nothing about Baby Boy. That didn't remind you nothing about Boys in the Hood. That didn't remind you nothing about Menace to Society when he was
That
living
just
with his grandparents.
that just
Like you
reminded
talking
me
about a dude who's a hardcore gangster. He's selling drugs. Hey, and the cold part about it is the pimp actually lives alone, but the gangster lives with his mama.
you don't even know how old this cat is. He was taking in his mind he thought he was taking care of his mom. But most niggas that sell dope usually
But
stay with
I'm
a
just saying,
but
the
hold on,
pimp
no, excuse
lives
wait.
alone.
Okay.
The
That
gangster lives with his mama.
first of all, let me break this illegal side of that down to you, my friend. Let me break that down because I know for a fact you haven't lived on that side of the tracks. You know what I'm saying? So as a PIMPN pimping, most family don't really accept that lifestyle. So you cannot live with
What
anybody
lifestyle?
that pimping.
What
Most
lifestyle?
pimp lifestyle. Most families don't accept
Okay.
that. Most mamas is not really having that. Most mothers is not having that. The pops will tell you whatever, but most mamas is not having that. Grandmamas really is frowning upon that thing. You know what I'm saying? Real grandmothers. But and and it's not like the pimp actually was living all that great. My man stayed in a weekly hotel. So No, he wasn't. It wasn't like he was in an apartment or a home. He was not living that great. You know what I'm saying? And he
Yeah,
was.
but the
Oh, wait,
hotel is owned by somebody.
it don't matter.
So is that apartment that you living in, or that house, that Section 8 home that you living in, that you renting, that's owned by somebody else. Just like that motel that that pimp is living in is owned by somebody else. It's not owned by you. Now,
Well, that, okay.
what they
That
do
pimp
have in
most
common
likely is
is
paying more
that.
money.
But what they don't have in common is the pimp is still living by himself and the gangster is still living with his mama.
Okay.
Neither one of them own the property, but one is with the mama and one is not.
Well, most people that
I
sell
thought that that
drugs,
was a
uh,
very,
and most people
I
that
thought
sell
that was a
drugs
very point.
don't
I thought that
have
was a very good point.
the right. Most people that sell drugs don't have the credit or the verifiable income to get a residence unless they're on Section 8. And who knows if that was his Section 8 house and he was had his mama living there because she was old and sick. You're just assuming. There was never no said how it tied in. You understand what I'm saying? You understand me?
Okay.
You don't know the situation. It could have been taking care of the mother. It's all kind of things that
Yeah,
can
I
be there.
know.
That's
It's just excuse, deflect.
no. I'm just. That's how you feel. I'm just giving you reasons of
I'm just
things of
talking
what
about what
happened.
actually is his living situation.
His living
That's
situation.
his
Yeah,
living situation. I don't need to
we
go in
we
depth
know that.
on
We
how
know
he
that
got
other.
there. I'm telling you that this is his living situation. This is the
But you
pimp's
don't.
living
You don't.
situation.
No.
That's
No.
it.
You don't. You. The mother is living there. Doesn't mean that that's his mother's house. It could be his house. Don't act like people
Okay.
don't move. Don't act like people don't move their mamas in their house. It does happen. Sometimes people have to go
Okay.
back home to their mother's house. Sometimes people have to go back to their mother's house. It happens. Who knows? We don't know that situation. We are both assuming. We're just
Okay.
assuming. We don't know because they didn't explain that. But we do know that it's a fucked up movie. And that we do know is that when they was in that lab with the Afro light skinned white man, did he have a Jew fro? Is that what that's called? Or am I doing too much? Israelites, like I'm not saying nothing on that. I leave that one alone, my friend. No, no, no.
Like I said, I think I need to pause, and I don't know if it's from my end or your end, but I'm receiving a lot of technical difficulty. I'm following some of the things that you are saying, but I'm not following everything that you are saying.
I said with the remember the man with the afro in the
Right.
elevator inside the trap house.
Listening to Michael Jackson
Come on, don't stop till you get enough. Come on, don't stop.
had me feeling bad. I was like, wait a minute, don't tell me Mike's part of this. Don't even do that. Don't
That
even do that. I mean,
motivation,
then again, I'm
motive.
like, well, Mike is so popular, where it's like he's crossed all types of genres, all types of racial boundaries, to where his music is so outstanding. But then again, I found that to be somewhat a little bit puzzling. Out of all the songs in the world, why would you choose Mike? Because I'm thinking of the whole part of Mike where everybody says he turned white. So I'm looking at it in that aspect where it's like, well, are you saying that Mike was influenced by this? Is he a clone? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, I didn't think
And
like that
then did
myself.
he get to a point where it was like, because what the thing was that this was going to be inevitable, where the skin colors change. So we no longer have this skin color anymore, because you notice the people that they chose were darker skin color people that they tried to transform into light skinned people. And Mike did that transformation. So is that why that they're using his song in that part?
So they said they was trying to turn them light skinned. I didn't hear that part. When did they said that?
Okay, so the reason for the white people with the afro, or the light skinned brothers with the afro, this is the best way to describe it. I worked with
So
an
no. So
Asian
wait,
person.
wait, 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 wait.
No,
Before
I'm
you
gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you.
wait,
Let me
no, no,
let me
no,
say this real. Okay, you don't want to hear what I gotta say?
no. I want to hear, but I have. But is this is what I'm asking? Is this from dialogue out the movie? This is where I'm.
Yes,
Where I'm.
it's part. Yeah, yeah, it's part. Yeah, it's part. Yeah, it's part. It's part. Okay, so I worked with an Asian person that I became very close with and trusted, and we shared a lot of conversation. There's one conversation that we had where, since he's my supervisor, he feels free to talk about other employees because he feels comfortable with me talking about other employees. He goes and says, the darker you guys are, the harder it is for you to understand how to get along. I find myself having an easier time dealing with light skinned people than I do with dark skinned people. So the dark skin is your problem because of the imagery it beholds of being someone that is not able to be controlled. But the lighter you are, the more easier you are able to be controlled, because now you're no longer mixed with the toxicity of your dark skin. You are now being a part of the awakening because your skin is becoming lighter and you're more acceptable in other people's eyesight. So the direction that they were going into was, yeah, they were keeping the afros, but they were lightening the skin color to make black people more docile.
Okay, that's. I didn't see it as that myself. I seen something different. My aspect of it was that we just didn't run into them clones of the was they mixing the DNA with, because the first one was a light skinned dude. The other one was like a light skinned Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Middle Eastern dude that was at the liquor store. Then the other light skinned, I don't know what he was, at the laundromat. You know what I'm saying? And then they had the Secret Service agents at the church. That was the cold one. Because like when they went up in the chicken spot, yeah, even in the chicken spot, it was a light skinned dude. But you know what I'm saying? He was like
But
light
he was
skinned.
in charge. He wasn't a worker. He was the manager.
Yeah, I understand.
See,
I said
that's the point that I'm trying to make.
he
It's the lighter you are, the more of the toxic of your darkness has been erased. And
okay.
now because of that, you are more docile, and they put you in these positions. So why was it that you seen
Well,
the light skinned brother with the afro that was the manager? He wasn't the cook. He wasn't frying the chicken. He was in the back. He had his own office. He had his own office.
that's what managers do, have their own office. I like that.
But
But
okay,
I mean,
okay.
hey, that's how you took it. I didn't take it as that. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it differently. You know, that's it's all good. I'm saying just I was wondering is was he a clone too? That's all I was thinking. Is they was are they clones running the whole thing, part sending it? Because
Yeah, they're clones
no
also.
nobody was being seen who the main boss was until later in the film, and the film was interesting to me because how they was blending the the they was blending in like 70s 80s movie background, like the graininess of the film. It was like some throwback black exploitation movie shit. You know what I mean? They had some modern day technology, and they even talked about modern day times, like talking about Bitcoin. Um, what was big? Not Bitcoin. They just thought blockchain when they speaking on blockchain and stuff like that. I'm like, they talking, but this is looking hella old. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, they mixing in. You know what I'm saying? I guess they trying to mood you into black exploitation movie because that's what it's. It was a spinoff of some type of black exploitation 1970s Superfly type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with the message is basically all that shit that we like as black people: fried chicken, grape juice, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop music, the music, it's all trap. Getting your hair done while you sitting there moaning and behoning, complaining about everything while they putting that relaxer on your head is actually relaxing you to sleep into a false comfortability so they can woo you out and see. So, you might not be Chef Hash Browns. You might be clone Hash Browns. I don't know. I'm not even sure you. You might not be you. Let that movie tell it.
Well,
If we believe the movies, you ain't you. How I know you? Uh-huh. That's why your
well,
side over there
a lot
freezing.
of the people that
You glitching
actually
over there.
were being cloned had an agenda. So it was a reason why Tyrone was cloned. Tyrone was cloned, or Fontaine was cloned, because Fontaine had a purpose of keeping the population within a certain parameter. They don't leave this spot. They don't have goals to go outside this spot. Everything that they do is within these these city limits, and the money is generated that way because the gangsters getting the money from the people that work in the neighborhood to give them the drugs, and then the drug dealer goes and buys the stuff from the liquor store. You notice how every time he bought that scratcher, he kept losing. That man was never going to win that scratcher. Kept buying the same beer. So all that money that he's getting is going back into the neighborhood. But this is pennies and dimes. This isn't lots of money because he still stays with his mama, which is the point of where you said, hey, it looks like this stuff is from black exploitation. This stuff is from the 70s. No, it's not. This is typical black neighborhood. We have not joined into the future. A lot of our neighborhoods still look like the same neighborhoods from the 60s, from the 70s. The same schools that your mama went to look the same way they grandkids go to.
Well,
The same store on the block, the
well,
same construction
uh,
of the neighborhood,
well,
everything is still in the same ways as the 60s and 70s. So for
well,
it's not like saying that, oh, well, this movie takes place in a different generation or a different time. No, it's taking place right now, but
I
it's
under,
telling you what the black community looks like today. It looks like the same thing it looked like back during the 60s and 70s.
okay,
It hasn't changed.
but like I said, from me looking at how they, I'm looking at the background. I'm looking at the texture of the film as okay, not film, how they played back the movie, what they recorded it under. If you understand the the filter they
And they
use.
were going for that direction. They were going for
So,
that direction. I understand
so
exactly what you said. And
the
they had to
filter,
use the technology to actually accentuate the point that our communities still look the same way that they look from that
okay,
era.
I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is the technical way that they depicted and how they formed the film and put it out. They didn't use modern day, they used modern day HD cameras and all that, but they used a filter to granulate it and make the movie look like it's being taken place yesteryear. You might not understand that technical stuff that I'm getting at. I'm looking at the illustration, the
I'm
artwork
still
is.
here. Go ahead, keep talking.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the artwork, the background play of the stuff. I'm not talking about I'm talking about how they filmed it. Speaking on the film work. That's all. Not on how the neighborhoods is and all that. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the film work. Like how your camera is showing HD 2023. You're not looking Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? You not coming in to me. You not coming in to me Commodore 64. You feel me?
I feel you. No, I understand where you're coming from. You're talking about the director's vision, what the director was looking for. And I'm saying that I think the director was looking for that to accentuate what the black community actually still looks like to this day. There's no need to put these high-tech cameras into the neighborhood because neighborhood ain't changed.
Neighborhood
You
got
could
high
you could
tech.
take a VHS
Let's
and probably get the same
listen.
results. You
Listen.
can take a big VHS cam and go down the block and get the same results, bro. That's what I was looking at. But I got where you coming from. You going from a director's look at the aesthetics of the vision that they were looking for.
And one more thing, I'm just gonna say, when it comes to me, when I watches movies, because I took film school and journalism and stuff, I look at things a little bit differently because I know behind the scenes stuff. So I don't look at a movie like how most people look at the movies. I'm looking at different aspects, different chambers, different clips. You know what I'm saying? How the framework go, how the cameras is zooming in and out, how they focus, how they maintain focus on one thing, different out, transitioned in and out. Where's the little cuts the jump cuts that was recorded from another camera that was put in? Those are the type of things that I see, you know. But we'll be coming at you in another time. It seems like there's some technical difficulties over there in the area of hash browns. But you know, my guys are in the other area, peace, love, and hair grease. You know that it is. And we also have new sponsor. I will get to that at another time. But we're next. You know, we're already at the end of this show. It's crazy how things like that happen. Time flies, moves when you're having fun. You know, that's what it be. And when it bees like that, it is what it bees like. There will be more continued discussion on different movies, um, discussion on things. We unfortunately didn't get to pro wrestling moves that you don't want to happen to you, you know. But that's what happens when you get enthralled into conversation. We didn't get Hash Brown's minutes today. We'll get to that at another time. But it happens. We have good content for you. And for any questions and topics you would like us to speak on, send to boostertakeshow@gmail.com. Also, find us, the Booster Take Show, on Facebook, the X System, IG, and TikTok. We'll be there. Hope to hear from you, and I'll see you soon. As I say in all these episodes, I want y'all to get out of here. But before you get out of here, y'all got to have these three things in your life. You got to have these three things in your life. Because if you don't got these three things in your life, you will end up with more gray hair than me, baby, at a young age. You know what I'm saying? We can't have that because when it's out here in this wild and woolly world, when you out here riding this roller coaster, sitting on that lightning bolt on the edge. You know what I'm saying? We got these things for you. And for my guy Hash Browns, I am Stamp Beef. Peace, love, and hair grease.